Alright guys, we're starting the next project. This one makes me very nervous. This is the spare room. You can see it's all cluttered right now because we had to shift everything off this wall. This is where we're building a closet, and this will be the stairwell wall, and we had that rail tied down to this floor. So there's several things we have to do here. We have to, you see some dirt and cobwebs. There's nothing to do about that. This beam right here must have warped. As you can see, there's a huge gap here. Jim's going to try and clamp that, pull it together, and then attach it to the board on the back side here. So we're going to pull these two together. And then we have to take, this is 3/4 inch plywood. We have to cut plywood to cover this gap because we want the frame of the closet to start on this beam or a level surface. And right now, see if I can show you. Here's the drill here. Let me see if I can show you. And down here, you see the difference? Is we got to cut at least 3/4 inch difference that we're going to have to compensate for. So we're getting ready to do that first. But in the meantime, there's no safety rail here. That makes me nervous because of this guy right here. I'm afraid he's going to get too rowdy and... Will you stop sniffing up the dirt? You're going to sneeze. I'm afraid he's going to get too rowdy and he's going to come right off the edge here. And one misstep by Jim or I, and we're talking about serious back injury again. So we can't afford that either. So there's a few things we're going to have to do here. This white cabinet, this is where I keep my goat medical supplies. This is going to have to be moved. Once he gets this clamping done, we're going to have to shift this. We're just going to turn it so it sits on that wall. I have to have access to it 24 hours a day, 300 and some days a year. And within the next 2 weeks, we will probably have some kids on the ground. It could be a little longer than 2 weeks, but I'm thinking in 2 weeks. So I have to have my birthing kit packed and ready to go, which I'm going to work on that while Jim works on this clamping issue here. Because Miss Latte is looking very pregnant. Her udder is getting really big and full. So I want to be ready to rock and roll when that girl starts labor. All right, see if this clamping works. There's the man of the house. See. All right, guys, look, the gap is gone. Now, we might have to pull it in up there a little further, but right here, it looks really good. So Jim's going to put some long screws into it. Why are you doing an angle, Jim?
Because I don't want them coming through on the other side.
Ah, okay. So he's putting some screws in that'll hold Tundra. He wants to be filmed too. See, Mommy, record me. All right, guys, that's progress. That's a win for us getting that beam in. I wasn't too sure it would come in, but we see the big C-clamps we're using.
We needed one.
I shouldn't say we. This is a Jim thing for sure. I don't have the strength to do that kind of stuff. Guys, if we had done this even a month and a half ago, this little guy, or I should say big guy, would have been hiding. His confidence is getting really good again. He's growing up, guys. He's growing up. It is brutal cold out today. We have the wood fire going. I've had to cover the gardens, kind of frost. Tundra, will you stay back? He's got to be in my business. He's a spoiled brat. See, I don't like him going up and down. See that? One misstep and you're down the hole. That's why we want to get this upstairs finished so we can get some safety rails up. All right.
Not to mention I love my Milwaukee drill.
We decided to invest in the Milwaukee products and he loves them. So if you're looking to get your husband a gift and he needs a new cordless drill, Jim absolutely swears by this because the batteries last a long, long time, guys. He swears by them. Uh-oh. All right, hold on. I got to go.
This is that clamp that they were going to throw away at David, and they were like, "Oh, we don't have a use for this kind of thing." So
I don't remember where we got them from.
David probably stole them from somebody.
Jim.
Oh, you videoing?
Yeah.
Cut that part out. Well, he was a thief. What do you want?
This was our ex-son-in-law, guys. Unfortunately, he had a problem with meth. And we definitely had some issues. He's no longer in our family, so.
I mean, literally every time you buy something for your granddaughter, it just comes up missing.
Yeah.
2 days later, that's...
Anyway, we moved that cabinet so it's out of our way. And we'll probably leave it there now until this wall is done. That's our bathroom, guys.
so much for privacy.
No privacy for us. We don't need privacy, though. After, what, 17 years? If we don't know each other, we won't.
Yeah, you still won't let me watch you pee.
Did you hear that? I won't. That's just bad. I can't even repeat that. Oh, that could have been a broken toe.
All right, that's holding that nicely.
Now, once we get this wall done and the closet built, we do plan on working in the bathroom because we have to build this bathroom wall permanent for privacy, obviously. And we want that all done before we start the kitchen. But again, that's just maybe a week's project, maybe 2 weeks at the most. So,
I didn't know the piece like that.
yes, you do. Do you have any more?
I don't know. I found this one outside.
See if you can find another piece, even if we have to cut it.
Right.
So, a couple screws. I can pop the screws in if you want me to.
Ooh, you gonna do it yourself? You'll need a different bit. The one for the
I'll probably wait
short
for Jim.
screws.
I helped him put some of the screws in this upper panel. This is the stairwell. We did complete that. Yeah, we had some issues fitting that final piece, which you should start from one end and work across. We did this side, and then we went all the way to the other side and came across this way, and then we had this gap in the middle we had to fill, and that caused us some problems. But it's in. You can see some reflection there. We're definitely going to be adding some trim. We just have to get to the store and pick it out. I did get a little container of tung oil so we can do a couple test pieces and see if we want to tung oil all this. And the reason this is not done is because this is getting done like that down there. It's going to look like that. So that's why that's not done. And the interior, yeah, the hall side of this, the stairwell side of this wall will be looking like that as well. Then once we get to build the wall on this side, it will look like that as well. So this will have all this wood. And I believe we're going to go, I'm not sure. We might go vertical on this because my end walls, east and west walls, are vertical. So, and then these are horizontal. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'm fickle. I don't know what I want yet. All right. I'm going to pause this till he comes back. All right, what he's doing right now is putting in that filler board so that the floor is level right to the edge here. And then we can start framing. Not sure how long the framing's going to take. We'll get as far as we can today. I'm using my coop lights, guys. These are the ones I use when my goats deliver after dark. We almost missed a step, guys. You see the edge of the wall there? That piece of paneling needs to go in there. We almost missed that step. We've been waiting to dismantle this rail so we could get to it better. Uh-oh. And that seam will actually be hidden in the closet, but as you can see, we got a lot of seams showing, so not much you can do about that. What do you need, Jim? You got what you need? All right, we're just going to screw that in, then we're going to start framing up the closet. Okay, guys, what we decided to do is repurpose the old rail. So we're taking off the bottom board and the top board to put our base down for our wall. And I'm sure we'll find a use for these shorter pieces as well, because this is a 3-foot wall that we have to frame up and then come in this way because of the barn style roof. So we're going to repurpose as much as we possibly can and still keep the wall structurally sound. Okay, guys, we got this 2x4 down. It's 2 pieces, 2 separate pieces, and we were able to reuse all the nails that held this rail together with those side rails that are piled over there. So we did repurpose them, and this is going to come past the first step. So it's definitely past the first step. Now what we realized is that plywood has to be secured because we're building up, and that's not going to be accessible soon. So we have to get up there and secure that right now. That's our project. And then we can start doing the upward framing of this wall. Okay, guys, phase 2, which we think is probably the hardest part of this closet build, is getting the framing to go up these angles. So that's the barn roof angle right up there. And then that's the 3-foot wall that you've been seeing us panel. So we got 2x4 across here, 2x4 going up the 3-foot wall, and then we had to cut some angles to get this up. And then we have our first major upright right here, and it's all screwed in. It's all nice and square and tight. So that's a good start to this closet. Okay, guys, we are done for the day, but this is how far we got. We actually added this cross support, so we have a nailer to support our finished wood when we get there. But we decided to add a second layer of 2x4s right here. So this is screwed into this is screwed into this, and these are screwed into this. This is how you would frame for a window, to support a window, and then your window would sit up on this ledge. Jack studs. Okay, my Mr. Expert down there, who's not an expert, just told me they're called jack studs. But we felt we really want this wall to be super, super strong, because this is not a load-bearing wall, but it is a wall that somebody would lean on. We don't want any movement or give. And let me tell you guys, this thing ain't moving. When Big Jim leans against it and it don't budge, you know it ain't going nowhere. So tomorrow what we will try to do is work on this next length here, get our uprights in, and we'll continue to do cross framing as well, and that adds strength to a wall. And from there, I don't know, we'll see. So that's we'll see you tomorrow morning. Okay, guys, it's the next day, and as you can see, as I was cleaning up from breakfast, Jim got up here. He got this 3rd upright in, and he's now doing the 4th upright. And some of the things we did to make this wall stronger is we supported on both sides of the beam here, and then we have a cross member here, and that really stops this wall from moving. We added a nailer there, and we have a nailer up there so that our finished panels can be put in there. We might end up having to put a nailer in there. We have to look at that yet. But we wanted to get this framed in because this is a huge safety hazard to have the stairwell open. And the puppy this morning, Tundra, he went to jump off up there. And you can see the distance. It's at least 4 foot or more. And he's a growing puppy. I didn't want him doing that. So we're pushing through this. It is Sunday. And we're just trying to get this as far as we can to make it safe. we're gonna have to take a day off here real soon because we're both exhausted. Jim's getting really sore because day-to-day stuff like this wears on our backs, guys. We both have very bad backs, so we have to pace ourselves. But once this board is up, what are you looking for, babe?
Red level.
Red level. Look on the bed, the spare bed.
I don't see it on the bed. You were holding it when you were doing that? Or when you were
Up on the
holding
ladder. Anyway, guys, we're getting there. It's a process. So, and this is not just going to be a closed storage area. This is going to be a privacy wall. And it's going to be something else, which I'm not sure I'm going to reveal or not. Jim and I will have to talk about it. Because we do have some things we need to secure. And we want to make an area.
Storage area, that's a big deal.
Huh?
It'll be a storage area, so that's all you need to know about.
He said it'll be a storage area. That's all you need to know. But yeah, we have some things we need to secure, and we need an area attached to this closet as part of this closet to do that in. So that was also part of our goal. All right, we'll bring you along as we make progress. Okay, guys, we got that secured. We added the extra frame here, and that's because this is going to be a separating wall from that closet space and this space. This will be another closet, but just for a different purpose. And I want a solid wall between this closet and this closet. So we got that done. It's all supported up along, oh, there you go. Supported all the way across. So now we're taking a break, and the next phase, I'm thinking, we'll be starting the second wall of the closet, which will be on the inside, obviously. So I'm thinking that's our next phase, but we're going to take a break and hopefully get back to this today. My partner in crime up here. Don't you go through there, goofball. All right, I got to take a new position here. This is the second wall of the closet, and we're framing out right now. This is going to be a solid wall, and in this opening here is going to be the doorway. And I'm not going to talk about the door at all at this point because we're still figuring that out. We know what the opening has to be, and then we have to custom the door to that. And that's all I'm going to say about that right now. But we did get this framed up, angled, attached, and we're ready to go to the next part. Jim's taking a break, so I thought I'd take the opportunity to film. And I've got to sweep all that up. So, and this is going to be a good sized closet, guys. I don't know what the measurement is, but it's at least, what, 8 foot, Jim? The closet's 8 foot long? Yeah, close to 8 foot long. So we still have to do the framing on this side. And tomorrow we're taking a run to Lowe's because we have to pick up some stuff so we can continue on with this project. Okay, guys, we're working on this side of the wall now. We got the first board up. We got the board that goes across to the floor up. This is going to be a doorway. And if you can see in here, this is also going to be a doorway. This is going to be 2 separate closet spaces. So we're getting ready to do the upright that goes up to the upper frame here. And then we have to put one here as well to mimic this side. So we need these spaced out exactly the same because this is going to have a little wall right here to close off this closet from that closet. So we're getting it done. We're getting a lot done today. Okay, guys, we started working on this morning. As you can see, we got a good portion of this interior wall done, and we're figuring out this is going to be the area where we hang clothing. So we're going to do a 2-tier because most of our clothing is just shirts and pants. I don't really do dresses anymore. I got rid of all that stuff when we moved up here because I just didn't have a place for it. And most of my clothes, to be honest, no longer fit because I had gained so much weight. So I just got rid of it all. It made moving that much easier and simpler. Wish I had done that with other things. So we're working on getting our hanger supports. And it's just going to be, we're going to cut a groove out of this for a dowel rod. So a dowel rod's going to be our main hanging item. And then we're going to have to put one up here as well. So it'll be a 2-tiered just on this side of the closet. And on this side of the closet, that's designated for stacking 2 large totes. And then from the 2 large totes, I can go to smaller totes to continue up until I run out of room because of the angle of that wall. So that's where we're at right now. You can see the entrance to the closet from the bedroom side. So we're making good progress, guys. The lighting up here is horrible. And last night we got torrential, absolutely torrential rain. So my priority this morning was going out, making sure all my animals were safe and dry and had dry bedding. And we did really good. All the shelters stayed nice and dry and solid. But we got probably 3 inches of rain last night. It was crazy. It's a good thing the ground is very thirsty here because there's hardly a puddle left. And it's probably around 9 o'clock in the morning and there's hardly a puddle left already. So that's good. Our ground is sand, which is very porous. And the water filters through down to the aquifer very fast here. So that is a blessing. I checked the driveway. We're high and dry, so the driveway's still holding up, even with all that rain last night. Now, there is a chance we could get some rain today. So with our dirt road, when it rains like we had last night, it gets to be very dangerous to drive it. So we decided to postpone our trip to Lowe's to let that dry out a bit. And we decided just to keep working on this. So that's kind of what we're doing, guys. I'll bring you the next update. Okay guys, this is the final update on the closet frame, and as you can see, we got our nailing boards in this short closet right here. And we got, Jim and I are juggling for space here, so hold on. We got our nailer boards here, and this will also support, this is the small closet, and then this is part of the big closet here. This will support our dowel rod for hanging clothes, and you can see we have one up high. Yes, I can reach that. And if I can't, Jim can. So we have it set up as a dual hanging system. But the framing's all done. You can see that frame there. There's the back frame. We have the door openings on both sides. So from here, we're going to start putting up our 1x6s of white pine. And Jim's actually starting on that today, but this video is already long enough. So that's going to be a separate video, and it's probably going to be just a little update here and there because it's going to be doing the same thing over and over and over again, cutting wood and screwing it up. The exciting...
That's what I do best.
Huh?
Screwing it up, that's what I do.
He's done an amazing job. No, it's not perfect, guys, but it's home. The interesting part of this will be when we start working on doors. And we'll bring you along for part of that process too. Because this will be the first time we ever make a true door. So, hope you enjoyed the process of us framing out this closet. It really isn't difficult to do. It's about keeping it square and measured right. So, hope you enjoyed the video. We shared more on this than we did most of our build here. But I hope you enjoy it. Take care and God bless everyone.